All right, we're live with the gang. Fede, do you have anything to demo for demo day?
Mm, nope, I don't think
Anything,
so.
anything to talk to, like the bugs or whatever that you've been fixing?
Yeah, we fixed a bug that you got like an error page after you install the app. So that should be fixed. And well, we are also now like detecting the amount of users on your Slack organization to use that for the amount of seats. And yeah, we are now working on updating that every month. And we will show like the number of seats on your dashboard. I'm working on that right now.
All right, great. Alice, any updates on Sweep?
So the issue that I had was due to a firewall issue. So I added a rule. So now it kind of works. So now I have another issue that I'm working on with something about the environmental variables being wrong. So I'm just double checking everything. I
Gotcha.
also, hmm?
Go ahead.
I also saw the thing about the README in Chinese, so I'll look over that for Haley. That looks interesting.
Yeah, I don't think it did a good job. So I went into Sweep and I was like, I saw some other open source project that had many readmes for the most popular languages, and I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's like inclusive and stuff, so people can get started with whatever, even if they don't speak English. Uh,
Okay.
but then Sweep, like, I did like three times. I was like doing these languages. It failed on a couple of them. It did it for Chinese, but if you look at the Chinese version, there's stuff that's messed up. And then it failed on the other ones that I did like a two other pull requests to or issues and Sweep. And then it just did something completely wacky. It did the right summary of what it should do, and then it went and like updated files unrelated. And I was like, "What are you?" It's just like, "What are you doing, Sweep?" So I reached out to I think it's Kevin from Sweep. He's one of the devs and the founders, and told him about the issue. So I think they're on Discord. So we'll see if but I ended up using it. Well, they refreshed my GPT-4 tickets, so I was like, hey, the ones that I did didn't work. I'm reporting back bugs, so
Mm-hmm.
hopefully they can identify the issue and fix that. But
Nice.
that'll be yeah. I think once that gets going, it's gonna be pretty nice. So,
Nice.
all right. So before we go to the next person, let's introduce Leon. He's joining us from Poland. Leon, do you want to just say a quick word about yourself? You're muted if you're talking. All right, let's move on to Elijah. Elijah, you want to say hi from, you said Denmark, right? Are you in Copenhagen? Everybody's having a hard time unmuting. There, you did it. Go ahead. Just dead silence. All right, well, let's keep going on. When you guys figure out how to unmute, let me know, and then we'll jump in back there. Zach, how's it going? Tell us the good news about how you're hustling at Joe's.
Yeah, so I was bouncing last night, and then after the shift, there's just these two girls and this guy, and they were talking about like how well they have work in the morning. So I was like, well, where do you guys work? And they work at Goop. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's at the Rosewood Miramar. And they were like, and then I was like, well, I do sales as well because they make like a commission. And then I was like, well, I do sales as well for AI Slackbot. And then they were like, and then I told them more about what Haley was. And then they're like, oh man, I hate looking through Slack for whatever, for messages that were like 200 messages ago. And I was like, well, our Slackbot helps sort that and helps you find that data. And they were like super intrigued. So just one little question led to that, and now I got their numbers so I can share with them. and get them on with Haley. Hopefully they love it.
Isn't it great when someone's like identifying they're telling you the exact problem you're trying to solve? So
It's amazing. It makes it easy, you know?
yeah. It's like, you might have that problem. I might have a solution for you. Also, I work for that company. So awesome. That's great. Let's see here. Yura.
Hey, so on my progress, I got my issue with Google Tasks resolved. So now I publish tasks to index a channel successfully, and also a service that I have locally running handles them successfully as well. So it's what's left is to configure deployments of all that stuff and make sure it works in the cloud. But also, I want to demo the whole thing working together.
All right, great. And Elijah here is super interested in contributing for the back end and working on semantic search. The thing that we were discussing was, doing the graph of who's talking to who, which we can do once we have the embeddings. And then we can also, like, imagine a graph, and then you can see who's talking to who. And then if you take your mouse and go over the link, it'll tell you like what's their communication like. Like, it'll be like, oh, this communication is really bad because they're calling each other names, and you can like see the level of professionalism or how good tight-knit friends they are based off of maybe the thickness of the line, shows how much they talk, versus, and when you hover over it, shows you like a summary of what kind of talk, what they're talking about, and then also what's the metadata about it in terms of sentientness and whatnot.
Yeah, it's a cool isolated task.
Yeah,
because it requires a different model.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else by anyone? Do we have something to talk about after? Okay, so we'll say goodbye to people watching, but stay on.